In this one, we will be learning how we can create a simple web form which will submit data to a Google spreadsheet. Using ChatGPT, we'll be generating all the source code required for such a web form, including validation and all. So all you need to do is, before giving any prompt to ChatGPT, you need to ensure that you have two things ready. The first is the form itself. So here, as you can see, I've created a form. It's called SkillBakery demo form, which is to demonstrate how to save data via HTML form. So you create this form, you provide what data points you want to capture, like name and email in my case. And once you have created this form, go to settings, and here you will be requested to ensure that a sheet is connected to this particular form. Over here, if the sheet is not connected, you will see a link which will take you to a page where you can select or create a new sheet. Now I have already done that. So here you can see that it says view in sheets. Now the sheet that I created earlier is this. So when you create a sheet and a form, you connect them with each other. From the form, you have this option where you can go in and choose that specific sheet. Once you're done, go to the send button and click on it. When you'll do that, you'll have these three options coming up. Go to the last one where you have iframe, and you just copy this code and paste it in your Google Studio code editor, create a file and just have it over there. Once you have that particular form, you can just launch this page in your local host environment like I've done over here. So you launch this form, and what you do next is you submit the data. Once you will submit the data, you go to this payload thing. Here you'll identify these parameters coming up. Form data, which contains two things, like this field is for the name and this field is for email address. So what you need to do is just copy these two data points and have it handy. So next, what you need to do is go to ChatGPT, and here just give this prompt. Using this prompt, as you can see, ChatGPT has generated this HTML page which I have simply copied and pasted here. So I've given it a name, index.html, and here you can see it's giving me this entry.1 and entry.2. This is where you need to update the values. So how you will do that? Just go back to the browser, go to Google Form, copy this first thing for name, put it over here in your HTML page, and then the same thing for email as well. So we have the email as well now. Other than that, you can see we are using all the CDN libraries over here. For example, for Bootstrap, we are making use of the bootstrap.min.css, and for jQuery, we are making use of jQuery 3.6. So that's done, and that's all that you need to do. Only thing that you need to consider over here is this URL. You just ensure that. So from Google Form, you just take this URL that you have over here for the form. So you just copy this https docs.google and then this form G. Till this point, you copy this and replace the same over here and append the form response after that. So here you have your HTML form ready now, and once that's done, just click on this go live button, or whatever editor you are using, you can just put it over here, and let me go in and submit the same data one more time. So I did that now, and if I go back to my spreadsheet, you can see that I have the records inserted over here. So this really comes in handy when, let's say, you have your website running on a AWS S3 environment in a bucket, and there you don't have the capacity to run some server-side code, and you have your customized web page available, so you are kind of restricted. You cannot just use the same Google form that Google provides you when you created that. So it's a customized form. It fits well in your web application and still does the job, like saving it in the background on the spreadsheet. And as you can see, we have done all this just by making use of ChatGPT.